Being by myself doesn't sound like too much fun. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am alcoholic. Today, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I cannot be any more grateful. It's Friday, so you know where the next few seconds are going. If you're local to the Huntington, West Virginia area, I encourage you to come down to 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington, Pea Ridge United Methodist Church for our Friday night crosstalk meeting tonight at 7 o'clock. It's not an AA meeting, not an NA meeting, but it is just a group of recovering addicts and drunks. We just sitting around trying to uplift and encourage each other. We call it the quickest hour in recovery, and that hour begins tonight at 7 o'clock at Pea Ridge United Methodist Church. The other night in our Tuesday night crosstalk meeting, a topic came in called unhealthy isolation, and that's a great topic. And as soon as I saw that, I handed the card to Drenda, but as I was walking away, I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, that was all me. First and foremost, human beings are very social creatures. We are social animals, without question. And to achieve that social requirement that we have that's built into our DNA, our genetic encoding, we try to form meaningful and valuable relationships with other human beings. It's happened for millennia. And for me, alcohol in my mind was a way for me to develop and nurture and grow some of those meaningful relationships that I was seeking to find in other people. Matter of fact, so much so that I used to refer to myself as a social drinker. I was the life of the party, right? Alcohol allowed me to relax. Maybe I felt like I was just too rigid in these social settings, these social situations. And so alcohol allowed me to relax. And so I did. I thought of myself as a social drinker until I stopped the socializing part of social drinking. I remember thinking it just became easier just to drink by myself, drink at home, So I immediately started evolving quickly from that social drinker into just drinking at home to drinking by myself. It was just easier. I didn't have to worry about impressing people, right? I didn't have to worry about fitting in. I could be rigid and too uptight if that's how my default nature was. And somewhere along the line, even after I stopped the socializing part of my social drinking, I went back and I just started, instead of making it easier, I made it a requirement. I had to be by myself to drink. And I wanted to be by myself to drink. I remember going and drinking a lot, going to certain events and certain functions where I would drink a lot by myself in isolation, and then go hang out with people and watch them drink and watch them make complete and total assholes out of themselves or whatever. And somewhere in my head, that was a good time. Granted, I would drink, I just wouldn't drink around other people. I would drink in isolation. And that begs so many questions in my mind by default. How much of a good time was it that I was having if, well, one, I was drinking in isolation? How much of a good time was it that I was having if, I don't remember the good time because I got too drunk? But the deeper question even there is, why was I drinking in isolation? Why was I even drinking in isolation? What's the point in drinking if I'm going to drink in isolation? Well, there's many different answers to that question. First and foremost, I was alcoholic. Ask yourself, why are you drugging in isolation? You only use drugs in isolation. You only use drugs in certain situations. And truth be told, the reason why I was drinking in isolation, because I didn't want to expose my deep, darkest secrets to all these people I was trying to build these valuable and meaningful relationships with. What was that secret? That secret was I didn't have my shit together. That's exactly what that secret was. That secret was I felt completely inadequate. I felt insufficient. That I was never worthwhile. I was never good enough for the situations. I did not know how to love myself. And when I stopped isolating, though, whenever I finally stopped isolating, I built the only relationship. It allowed me, by not isolating, it allowed me to build the only relationship that mattered. Not the relationship with my wife, not the relationship with my kids. Those are secondary. Yes, I said that. Though my relationship with my wife and kids are secondary. The only relationship that mattered was the relationship between me and my higher power. Through the course of that, building that relationship with me and my higher power, I learned how to love myself once again. When we isolate, we stop caring about ourselves. We think others don't care about us, so why should I? And this becomes even more important whenever we are entering in and starting a journey in recovery. We cannot isolate. That isolation again, starts us thinking down the pathway that we're just not valuable, we're not worthwhile, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. So with that being said, I'm out of time. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. This, you guys absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. We'll be talking again soon. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.